badly wrong on the final day.
Didn't see it coming, eh? If I was going to have a gamble, I would have gambled on them performing today because they've been so good of late. And I watched them last week, you know, against Coventry, and I thought they were brilliant. The ground was rocking. There was an optimism around the ground. The fans really felt that they were going to do it, and to get so close is heartbreaking.
And Neil, Leeds, you have an affinity with that club, a former Leeds manager, 91st minute winner, seals the title for them. That's so Leeds United, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an amazing result from today because, you know, although the celebrations were last week with promotion, you know, you want to go up there with some silverware, and, you know, they've done that by getting past Plymouth today, and it obviously wasn't an easy game for them, but I think they've deserved it through the course of the season.
And Alvin, quick word on Frank Lampard. Coventry haven't done anything yet. They've made the playoffs. They've got to get through that. But when he arrived, they had 17 points from 17 games. They were 17th in the Championship. He's won more than half of his league games. They're in the playoffs. That's a job well done.
Yeah, 30 games, and you know, miraculous really, the transformation since he took over. Look, I think the last really the transformation since he to really show his quality as a manager. I think when things aren't going well, that's when you step up to the front as a leader of the club, of the squad. And last weekend was a big blow to them. You know, it was to lose a game in the fashion that they did could have really knocked the stuffing out of his side. So they've come back today, and I think he's worked tremendously well this week in preparing his team and getting the job done, because, you know, it really was. If they hadn't have done it today, as well as he's done, it would have been felt like a failure to them. But so yeah, good luck to them in the playoffs. Good luck to all of them. They've all learned it.
Yeah, drama on the final day of the EFL Championship season, and that set the tone, and maybe more to come in League One and League Two. We'll go round those grounds shortly, but around the grounds in the Premier League first of all, Ipswich are the penultimate visitors to Goodison Park as they face Everton. At this for TalkSport, Matt Jones.
Yeah, the penultimate game here at Goodison, and also the final Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff, so we're in for another emotional afternoon as Everton prepare to say goodbye to this famous stadium. 2 changes for the Toffees. Dwight McNeil makes his first start since December after injury, while Charlie Alcaraz is recalled. Abdoulaye Doucouré, one of the players to miss out due to a personal problem, and Jack Harrison is on the bench after the defeat to Chelsea. So the Toffees have Pickford in goal, then a back four of Patterson, O'Brien, Branthwaite and Mikalenko. McNeil, Gay, Garner and Ndai are in midfield, with Alcaraz supporting Beto up top. As for Ipswich, they're already down but have picked up 2/3 of their points on the road this season, so might cause a stir here. There's no Ben Johnson after he was sent off in their last match, and Jack Clark drops to the bench with Connor Chaplin and Amari Hutchinson starting in their places. In full, Palmer in goal, then O'Shea, Wolfenden, Burgess and Greaves in defence. Hutchinson, Morsey, Chaplin, Taylor and Enciso are in midfield, with Delap up top. It's Everton against Ipswich at Goodison.
One other 3 o'clock game in the Premier League. Leicester have been atrocious. The table shows you Southampton have been even worse. At this one for TalkSport, Ian Stringer.
And let's see if the Saints then can beat Derby's record low of 11, shall we? And can Leicester score at home in the league? It's been 9 without, 22 conceded incidentally. The Foxes manager Ruud van Nistelrooy making 5 changes to the side that lost against Wolves. Hermanson, Ricardo, Buonanotte, Decordova-Reid and Simare out. Stalacic comes in goal. James Justin at full-back. Luke Thomas also full-back for Leicester. Cody and Fass at centre-half. Oliver Skipp comes into the midfield, joins Wilfred Ndidi for Leicester. Jordan Ayew at the tender age of 33 wide. Casey McAteer wide the other side. El Canouse, one of few shining lights this season for the Foxes behind Jamie Vardy, stuck on 198 goals. Ramsdale in goal for an unchanged Southampton, with Harwood, Bellis, Bednarek and Stevens at the back. Manning and Walker-Peters, Downs, Ugachukwu, Sulemana, Fernandez and Stewart. Referee's first Premier League game, David Webb. Good luck. Leicester City versus Southampton.
Around the grounds in the EFL shortly, but let's get the latest from Betfair, the official betting partner of TalkSport's Premier League coverage.
Game day on TalkSport with Betfair. Get a free £10 bet when you bet £10 on Football Hackers or Bet Builders this week. Opt-in and previous deposit required. Minimum odds and T's and C's apply. 18 plus. Gambleaware.org.
Joe Dyer from Betfair is with us each week. We place a bet on the Betfair Sportsbook, with all the winnings going to the Bobby Moore Fund, raising funds for life-saving bowel cancer research. And for our charity bet this week, Joe, we are placing a treble on Everton to beat Ipswich, Leicester to beat Southampton, and later on Arsenal to draw with Bournemouth.
Indeed, yes, and you're getting just a touch under 9-1 on that, so if that comes in, we're going to get £498 for the Bobby Moore Foundation, so the very best of luck to you.
Joe, thank you very much for that odds update, all thanks to Betfair 18 plus, be gambleaware.org.
Game day on TalkSport with Betfair. Get a free £10 bet when you bet £10 on Football Hackers or Bet Builders this week. Opt-in and previous deposit required. Minimum odds and T's and C's apply. 18 plus. Gambleaware.org.
So in League One, a win will see Leyton Orient extend their season as they come here to Huddersfield. Alongside me for TalkSport, Steve Huddersfield.
Yes, Richie Wellens could not have timed things more perfectly for Orient. 5 straight wins has them in charge of their own playoff destiny. They've embraced the pressure. Now can they put a win on the board with Reading breathing down their necks for a top 6 finish? Orient just need to equal or better Reading. If Orient are the form team, Huddersfield are exactly the opposite. They've limped to the finish line, losing 11 of their last 14. Town fans will celebrate something today, though. It'll be a 410th and final appearance for the General, Captain Jonathan Hogg, who returns to the 11. He starts today in a side that shows 3 changes from the 3-1 defeat at Exeter. Taylor's preferred over Dion Charles up front, and Sorensen's into the defensive line. Orient don't need to mess with the winning formula, unchanged from the win over Wickham. It's Huddersfield against Leyton Orient at the John Smiths.
And any Orient wobble and Reading can take advantage. The host Barnsley in front of TalkSport's Ollie Klink.
Yeah, the Royals hoping to sneak into that final playoff place. They're very unlikely to overhaul Orient's superior goal difference, so they'll need Huddersfield to do them a favour. But it's already been a great day for the Reading supporters. It was announced this morning that a deal has been agreed for the club to be sold. Very welcome news here, with the controversial reign of Dai Young coming to an end. If they were to put themselves in chance of promotion too, that really would be the icing on the cake this afternoon. In terms of team news, here are the lineups for Reading. It's Pereira in goal, Rashisha, Mbenge, Bindon and Garcia at the back, Nibs, Wing and Savage in midfield, with Campbell and Head Batterman flanking Wareham in attack. Meanwhile, Barnsley start with Gauchi in goal, Land, Dejevany, Roberts and Earl in a back 4, Lembakisa, Connell, Russell and Cotter across the middle, with Humphreys and Keeler Dunn up top. At the Select Car Leasing Stadium, it's Reading against Barnsley.
That's the only thing to be decided in League One. We're at 4 games in League Two, starting at Bradford, who need a win, but they haven't managed one of those in the last 4 games. They're home to Fleetwood, watched by TalkSport out of Bridge.
Yeah, it's like they're home straight of a marathon, the race to get out of League Two, and Bradford are in pole position to stumble over that finishing line. It's a simple equation: beat Fleetwood and they'll be back in League One for the first time in 6 years. I say simple, they've only won 1 of their last 7. Any other result opens the door for Walsall and possibly Notts County. They welcome back Richie Smallwood from suspension as one of 3 changes. Shepherd and Kelly also come in. Fleetwood are 14th in their first season back in League Two, but they are the league's highest scorers on the road. 3 changes for them, with Rooney, Bennett and Bonds all starting. Some atmosphere at the University of Bradford Stadium for Bradford against Fleetwood.
And indeed, Walsall a point and a place behind Bradford outside the automatic spots. They head to Crewe. Here's TalkSport's Dave Rowe.
Well, it's amazing that Walsall still have a realistic chance today based on their form since mid-January. 58 points from their first 25 games, just 16 from the next 20. Their collapse does coincide with the recall of top scorer Nathan Lowe by Stoke, but there has to be more to it than that. Matt Sadler's haven't won in 13, but this may be a good chance for redemption, because Crewe have blown their own playoff challenge. 1 win in 11 as they've dropped to mid-table, and they had 2 sent off in last week's defeat at Tranmere. The Walsall changes see Jerris, Sturk and Amanchi all recalled, and they have 2,500 fans backing them for a last day turnaround. At the Mournflake, it's Crewe against Walsall.
If Bradford and Walsall mess it up, Notts County still have a chance. That might seem unlikely, but this is League Two, which has been crazy all season. County, home to promoted Doncaster, who are going for the title at Meadow Lane for TalkSport. Ian Abrahams.
Absolutely, a win here would make anything possible, providing Bradford lose and Walsall don't win. As for Doncaster, they'll be champions if they win, champions if they draw and Port Vale fail to win, champions if they lose by 1 goal and Port Vale draw, champions if they lose by 2 goals and Port Vale draw but don't score 6 goals in the process. Get it? It could be complicated. The trophy is here though today to be presented to Donny if they win it. They're unchanged after their win last week against Bradford, sort of promoted. 1 change for County. Player of the year David McGoldrick has a slight knock. He drops to the bench, so Charlie Whittaker comes in for him. Teams coming out at Meadow Lane for Notts County against Doncaster.
Now, one of these 2 will definitely be making the playoffs, but we don't know which one yet. It's Grimsby against AFC Wimbledon at Blundell Park, right by the North Sea. It's TalkSport's Graham Courtney.
Yeah, and the permutation's pretty simple. If 8th place Grimsby win, they'll overtake Wimbledon and be in the playoffs. The 2 sides swap places. Draw means Grimsby are relying on other results. As for Wimbledon, well, got cracking goal difference. It means they're safe as long as they don't lose. Team news, just the 1 for Grimsby. Vernon drops down to the bench. A big Wu comes in. As for Wimbledon, couple for them. Maycock and Bougiel down to the bench. Reeves and Brown are in the starting lineup. A playoff place at stake. Grimsby against AFC Wimbledon at Blundell Park.
And we've also got a big weekend of Rugby League, Magic Weekend in Newcastle, one of the highlights of the calendar. 5 of the 6 games are live on TalkSport 2. First one, though, is High Flying Lee against Catalans, and it's St James Park. For TalkSport, Mark Wilson.
Yeah, the 18th Magic Weekend sees all 12 Super League teams in action over the next 2 days, and the action kicks off as Lee Leopards take on the Catalan Dragons. 2 teams looking to improve their position on the league ladder. A win for the Leopards, they go second. The Dragons win would take them 4th. It's a huge game in prospect. Also to come today, Salford take on leaders Hull KR and St Helens take on Leeds in the eye-catching matchup on day one. Both those live on TalkSport 2 from 5 o'clock for a Blood and Thunder account to open things up as Lee Leopards take on the Catalan Dragons.
Right, well, Burnley fell behind against Millwall, but they won 3-1 to finish second. Millwall miss out on the playoffs, and their manager, Alex Neil, is with TalkSport's Chris Hull.
Alex, you came into this game with 7 wins out of 10 in phenomenal form. You managed to change things around. Gave you a chance on the last day of the season, and as it transpired, 3 points would have done it for you. But you're still very proud of the lads' effort out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the one thing, obviously, we want to get across is we're not satisfied, obviously, the fact that we've done well. I mean, we wanted to make that extra step today. I thought there was moments in the game that we could have capitalised on that we didn't. I thought Burnley are obviously a really good side. You know, you knew coming here it was going to be a carnival atmosphere. I think when we get the first goal, we need to then have an extended period where they don't sort of hit back right away. And I think if that happens, it sort of allows us to build ourselves into the game. You know, we can play in transition a little bit more. I think that the goal sort of took the wind out of ourselves a little bit, but then we have another chance, we don't capitalise on it. We have a decent opportunity in the start of the second half of the game, we don't capitalise, and I felt they sort of cranked it up, probably from 45 to about 75 minutes. I thought the game started to run away from us a little bit. We started to make a couple of changes to try and get back into it. But at that stage, you know, it becomes tough. And listen, Burnley are a good side and they deserve to be where they are in the league. You know, the league table doesn't lie over that many games.
And just finally, your fans who travelled were buoyant, they were fantastic, and the wider Millwall fan base, there's reasons to be optimistic, isn't there?
Absolutely. You know, I think hopefully this is a foundation we can try and build on for next season. I think the fans can see how much the players put into each game that we play. We're not going to play well every single match, but we certainly won't lack for effort, we certainly won't lack for willingness to win and running.
Going well, that's when you step up. It really shows quality as a manager. I think when things aren't going well, that's
when the Millwall manager early on in the championship. It was covered so well on TalkSport 2 today. But Millwall were winning and were in the playoff places with Bristol City going 2 down to Alex Neil's old club Preston. But Bristol City recovered and they make the playoffs. Millwall miss out despite a good run at the end of the season. Let's quickly go to Alvin Martin. He's at Crewe versus Walsall. I must get your take on Walsall's dramatic collapse this season. I don't think I've ever seen.
He was. If they hadn't have done it today, Aid, as well as he's done, it would have been felt like a failure to them there. But so yeah, good luck to him in the playoffs. Good luck to all of them. They've all learnt it.
Yeah, drama on the final day of the EFL Championship season, and that set the tone, and maybe more to come in League One and League Two. We'll go round those grounds shortly, but around the grounds in the Premier League first of all, Ipswich are the penultimate visitors to Goodison Park as they face Everton. At this for TalkSport, Matt Jones.
Yeah, the penultimate game here at Goodison, and also the final Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. So we're in for another emotional afternoon as Everton prepare to say goodbye to this famous stadium. 2 changes for the Toffees. Dwight McNeil makes his first start since December after injury, while Charlie Alcaraz is recalled. Abdoulaye Doucouré, one of the players to miss out due to a personal problem, and Jack Harrison is on the bench after the defeat to Chelsea. So the Toffees have Pickford in goal, then a back four of Patterson, O'Brien, Branthwaite and Mikalenko. McNeil, Gay, Garner and Ndai are in midfield, with Alcaraz supporting Beto up top. As for Ipswich, they're already down but have picked up 2/3 of their points on the road this season, so might cause a stir here. There's no Ben Johnson after he was sent off in their last match, and Jack Clark drops to the bench with Connor Chaplin and Amari Hutchinson starting in their places. In full, Palmer in goal, then O'Shea, Wolfenden, Burgess and Greaves in defence. Hutchinson, Morsey, Chaplin, Taylor and Enciso are in midfield, with Delap up top. It's Everton against Ipswich at Goodison.
One other 3 o'clock game in the Premier League. Leicester have been atrocious. The table shows you Southampton have been even worse. At this one for TalkSport, Ian Stringer.
And let's see if the Saints then can beat Derby's record low of 11, shall we? And can Leicester score at home in the league? It's been 9 without, 22 conceded incidentally. The Foxes manager
to their 3rd manager of the season, Southampton.
Orient in that playoff place at the moment. They've just kicked off here against Huddersfield. Only Reading can stop them. Orient win though, and they will be in the playoffs. And they've won the last 5 games. Huddersfield have lost the last 5 games. League Two, the title's to be decided. Doncaster already up. If they win, they're champions. Port Vale are up. They have a chance if Doncaster slip up. Bradford win and they go up, but Walsall and Notts County behind them might fancy themselves as well. 2 spare playoff places, 5 teams have a chance, but 2 of the 5 play each other, Grimsby and Wimbledon. Winner of that one will be in the playoffs. Salford win, they're in the playoffs. Chesterfield also have a chance.
As a manager, I think when things aren't going well, that's when you step up to the front as a leader of the club, of the squad. And last weekend was a big blow to them. You know, it was to lose a game in the fashion that they did could have really knocked the stuffing out of his side. So they've come back today, and I think he's worked tremendously well this week in preparing his team and getting the job done. Because you know, it really was. If they hadn't have done it today, as well as he's done, it would have been felt like a failure to them there. But so yeah, good luck to them in the playoffs, good luck to all of them, they've all earned it.
Yeah, drama on the final day of the EFL Championship season, and that set the tone, and maybe more to come in League 1 and League 2. We'll go round those grounds shortly, but around the grounds in the Premier League first of all, Ipswich are the penultimate visitors to Goodison Park as they face Everton. At this for TalkSport, Matt Jones.
Yeah, the penultimate game here at Goodison, and also the final Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff, so we're in for another emotional afternoon as Everton prepare to say goodbye to this famous stadium. 2 changes for the Toffees. Dwight McNeil makes his first start since December after injury, while Charlie Alcaraz is recalled. Abdoulaye Doucouré, one of the players to miss out due to a personal problem, and Jack Harrison is on the bench after the defeat to Chelsea. So the Toffees have Pickford in goal, then a back four of Patterson, O'Brien, Branthwaite and Mikalenko. McNeil, Gay, Garner and Ndai are in midfield, with Alcaraz supporting Beto up top. As for Ipswich, they're already down but have picked up 2/3 of their points on the road this season, so might cause a stir here. There's no Ben Johnson after he was sent off in their last match, and Jack Clark drops to the bench with Connor Chaplin and Amari Hutchinson starting in their places. In full, Palmer in goal, then O'Shea, Wolfenden, Burgess and Greaves in defence. Hutchinson, Morsey, Chaplin, Taylor and Enciso are in midfield, with Delap up top. It's Everton against Ipswich at Goodison.
One other 3 o'clock game in the Premier League. Leicester have been atrocious. The table shows you Southampton have been even worse. At this one for TalkSport, Ian Stringer.
And let's see if the Saints there.
Real. Listen, if you're serious about making your
break and they can have a cutting edge,
then
they've got goals in them, Steve.
Yeah, well, Jamie Donnelly could have had a go at goal himself, but he kept a calm, composed head, and he rolled it across the goal because he saw Dan Ajayi just on his horizon on the right-hand side. It was very simple for him to finish, but as you say, Huddersfield had had possession for the first minute, or it just bided their time, and when they had one opportunity, boy, did they put Huddersfield to the sword. And as I said before, those Orient fans, they've been amazing since they came in here. It feels like they've been having an end-of-season party for the past 5 games, and this is the perfect start.
Absolutely. 3.5 minutes gone here at the John Smith. And I tell you what, Orient, whenever they've got the ball, it's quick passing, it's forward passing, it's the football you want to see. They lead by a goal to nil. How has the goal here flattened the playoff atmosphere at Reading? TalkSport's Ollie Klink.
Yeah, it's Reading 0, Barnsley 0, 3 minutes gone. Reading have just had a big chance. It was the captain Lewis swing with a drive from the edge of the box that had to be palmed away. Barnsley have had a chance up the other end. Stephen Humphreys in the opening minute driving forward and taking a shot from range. I've got to say, Adrian, that news of Orient's goal may have filtered through, but it's a real party atmosphere here at Reading. The fans are in fine voice with the news this morning of the sale of the club agreed. There's been huge chants throughout the opening 5 minutes here from the Reading supporters, so nothing really dampening the atmosphere so far, but that Orient goal may dampen a few spirits in terms of what's on the line this afternoon. 4 minutes gone, it's Reading 0, Barnsley 0.
Remember, Reading must get a better result than Orient to make the playoffs. The level on points, Orient's goal difference is way better than Reading's, and Reading goalless with Barnsley. Orient already lead 1-0 here at Huddersfield. Another goal in League 1, Rotherham 0, Peterborough 1, Ibrahim Odo with the goal in the very first minutes at the New York Stadium. 2 sides who were expected to do far better than they have in League 1 this season. I was actually at Mansfield 4, Peterborough 2 in midweek. It was an absolute disgrace of a shambles of a performance, and but for the Wembley win, this will be one of the worst seasons I've ever witnessed as a Peterborough fan. Thank goodness they didn't get battered at Wembley. They actually won the thing. Incredible. League 2, round the grounds. Let's go to Bradford first of all with Neil Redfern and Adam Bridge.
Bradford City 0, Fleetwood Town 0. We're in the 6th minute here. Lightning start as well from the home side. They may have only picked up 9 points out the last 30, but they started really brightly here, winning a corner down the left-hand side. 2 or 3 efforts inside the penalty area, inside a melee, were blocked and eventually cleared away. Fleetwood Town just having their first attack of the game here and heading the ball goalwards immediately. That time was James Bolton, and it's well gathered by Sam Walker in the Bradford goal away to our left-hand side. The atmosphere here, it is the Memorial Day, of course, for the victims of the Bradford fire, so there's a passion and there's a sensitivity, but also a party atmosphere ahead of this final game of the season, Neil Redford.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they made a fantastic start, Bradford. They're really on the front foot, causing this Fleetwood side all sorts of problems with balls in the box. I like the look of the front three: Sarcevic, Kavanagh down the middle, and Poynton, little Bobby Poynton, who's come through the ranks at Bradford City. They've made a good start, so it's important that they capitalise on it and find the back of the net soon, though.
Huge opportunity and a huge day for Bradford City. 6.5 minutes played, and it remains Bradford 0, Fleetwood 0.
Yeah, I love Bobby Poynton. He plays like a seasoned pro, just a youngster who's come through at Bradford and capable of getting the goals as well. As things stand, Bradford in third place. That is the final automatic place. Remember, Doncaster and Port Vale already promoted, and those two going for the title this afternoon. Huddersfield have a chance, but it's blocked just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Huddersfield 0, Orient 1 here at the John Smiths. We'll go to Crewe with Alvin Martin and Dave Rowe.
It's Crewe 0, Walsall 0. Walsall with the better of the early stages. Realistically, they have to come here and win and put some pressure on Bradford. They made much of the early running. The chance came from a corner. Jelly sent it in from the left-hand side, and Okagbue up from the back, heading over the bar. We've seen balls in from both left and right. Long throws by Harry Williams. Liam Gordon down the left-hand side. Asimwe down the right as well, pulling crosses in. Not too much going forward so far for the home side. Good start by Walsall here, Alf.
Yeah, they're starting to control the game, and you can see they're a good footballing side. Got the 3 centre-halves. Full-backs pushed right the way on. They really passed the ball well. Centre-halves are comfortable on the ball. As you said, the long throw there is certainly a problem in pinning Crewe back in. So no signs really of a side that's struggling. Hasn't won for 30 games, that is for sure.
Decent start by Walsall. No goals yet. Crewe 0, Walsall 0.
Orient have just hit the bar. It stays 1-0 to the O's. They're in command of that playoff place. It's National League North playoff semi-final today as well. Scunthorpe lead Chorley 1-0. Danny Whitehall with the goal. Back to League 2 to Meadow Lane with TalkSport's Ian Abrahams.
8 gone, Notts County 0, Doncaster Rovers 0. Remember, Donny started the day on top and a point clear of Port Vale, so they're playing for the title, whereas Notts County, they need to win and hope results go their way for them to get automatic promotion. They've started well going forward, but they need to be careful at the back, keep the door shut. Rob Street's looking very dangerous as a main striker for Doncaster Rovers. 9 gone nearly, Notts County 0, Doncaster Rovers 0.
Oh, another chance for Orient. The flag went up anyway, but when they attack, they look like they're going to score. Still 1-0 to the O's here in League 2. We're at Blundell Park with TalkSport's Graham Courtney.
Yeah, we've got 8.5 minutes on the clock here, and it's Grimsby 0, Wimbledon 0. You can see what Wimbledon are doing. They're trying to actually use the counter-attack, but Grimsby have had a really, really fast start. After only 2 minutes, the ball played to the edge of the area. It was picked up by Danny Rose. He's blasted it, no support, and he's fired it over. Should have worked the keeper. And then shortly after that, Grimsby with a free kick. Denver Hume with the free kick. He's blasted it across the 6-yard box. Just a chance here for Wimbledon, but he's blasted it across the area, but nobody was there to get a final touch. But at the moment it's end-to-end football. Good to watch here. Gorgeous afternoon as well by the North Sea. Grimsby 0, Wimbledon 0.
In Scottish Premiership, Hibs lead Dundee United 1-0 in a top 6 game, beaten last week, but returning to form this week. Martin Boyle with the goal. In the Premier League, we're at Goodison Park on TalkSport. Matt Jones.
Everton 0, Ipswich 0, 8.5 minutes gone so far. Everton have had the only chance of the match. Beto heading straight at Palmer from close range after he got on the end of Branthwaite's header back across goal. The atmosphere here is absolutely fantastic as well, it must be said. Before the two teams came out, the Everton fan groups had arranged for a load of banners to be shown around the ground. There was a ticker tape reception when the two teams came onto the pitch as well. These fans are determined to celebrate the dying days of Goodison Park before they move to their new stadium. They'll be hoping that they can get a win in their penultimate game here as well. But at the moment, Everton 0, Ipswich 0.
And by the way, the final game at Goodison, Everton against Southampton, will be live and exclusive and only on TalkSport Sunday the 18th of May with a noon kickoff, midday kickoff. It's only on TalkSport, that final game at Goodison, Everton against Southampton. Let's go to the King Power on TalkSport. Ian Stringer.
Into the 11th minute it remains Leicester City 0, Southampton 0. Half chances for either side. McAteer for Leicester City in the third cross. Luke Thomas couldn't quite get there, and for the visitors 3 minutes later a free header for Harwood Bellis, saved ultimately by goalkeeper Stolarczyk. An interesting one, Adrian, on the programme notes: discussions required to shape our preparation for 25-26 and beyond, says the Leicester City chairman. FYI, Lee Carsley's here today, and he's a name that's been mentioned. Also the England under-21 manager, I should say. Commentary available on TalkSport 2 into the 11th minute. Leicester 0, Southampton 0.
And no vacancy at Leicester at this moment in time as well. Let's give you an equaliser for Chorley at Scunthorpe in that National League North playoff. 1-1, that's inside 7 minutes. A reminder of the Championship, which finished at 12:30. It was covered so brilliantly on TalkSport 2 earlier. Leeds champions thanks to an injury time winner at Plymouth from Manuel Solomon. Burnley won 3-1. They have become the first team ever to be promoted with 100 points and not take the title. That's in any of the top 4 tiers of English football. First time that's ever happened. Burnley with 100 points, and yet they did not take the title this afternoon. Incredible. Bristol City were 2 down but recovered to draw, and they've secured a playoff place. They face Sheffield United in the playoffs. In fact, let's hear from the Bristol City manager, Liam Manning, with TalkSport's Lawrence Moore.
Yeah, with a very happy Liam Manning, and an exhausted Liam Manning after all that emotion. For anybody outside of Bristol who might have looked at the pitch invasion and gone, they've just reached the playoffs. What does that mean? What did that emotional outburst mean for the fans and this club?
Everything, I think. I could sense it. When I joined the club, you could sense, an accumulation of years of frustration, of, league positions, and, not even getting close, I'd say. And that's probably a big release from the fans to do that, and that's where the players for me deserve so much credit, because they've rightly so had to earn the fans, the fans' trust, the fans' respect. They've worked so hard to do that, and what you then see is what we've probably had in the last 5 or 6 games of a real special atmosphere where it's really difficult for teams to come. Like I said, it's one of those we've generated a buzz and excitement, and the biggest bit of a load of hope and belief in where we're going as a club.
And just a word on your captain and how he's played and performed this year. We're joined by is this your son?
My little man.
Yeah, how proud of Daddy are you?
Yeah.
Was that an exciting game?
Yes.
Well, because I won't keep you too long now, but yeah, obviously you've got to turn the attention to Thursday night as well. How do you actually come back down from earth from this?
Yeah, I think it's one of those. Yeah, jump in there. Yeah, stick your head in, grab a beer. It's a special moment. I think personally I've had a really tough year, and the lads have got me through that, to be fair. And the staff have been fantastic, supporting me and my family. So it's one of those. I'm going to enjoy it tonight, have a beer, relax, spend some time with this guy here, and then wake up tomorrow and then get ready.
That's Liam Manning, the Bristol City manager with TalkSport's Lawrence Moore, and family as well. Bristol City haven't been in the playoffs since 2008 in the Championship. They lost the final to Hull City that day. They are back in the playoffs, long overdue, that chance for them to get into the Premier League for the very first time in their history since the Premier League era started, of course. Coventry beat Middlesbrough 2-0, Jack Redoney with both goals. Coventry faced Sunderland in the playoffs, but these are the fine lines. Middlesbrough, at 1-0 down, had one cleared off the line, and literally seconds later Coventry broke. Jack Redoney held off his man to score a fantastic finish from him, and Coventry win 2-0. They're in the playoffs. At the bottom there was one relegation place to go, and Luton have filled that slot. They've gone down again. They were beaten 5-3 at West Brom, while Hull City won at Portsmouth. Luton relegated for the second successive season. So let me give you the Championship final day full times. Bristol City 2, Preston 2, Bristol City in the playoffs. Burnley 3, Millwall 1, Burnley promoted. Coventry 2, Middlesbrough 0, Coventry in the playoffs. Derby 0, Stoke 0, both safe. Norwich 4, Cardiff 2, Cardiff finished bottom. Plymouth 1, Leeds United 2, Leeds champions. Portsmouth 1, Hull City 1, Hull survive. Sheffield United 1, Blackburn 1, Sheffield United in the playoffs. Sunderland 0, QPR 1, Sunderland in the playoffs, but they're in terrible form. Swansea 3, Oxford United 3, what a finish to the season. Watford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1, and West Brom 5, Luton 3, Luton Town relegated. Another goal for you, it's in League 2, and another team that's been relegated, Morecambe, are actually a goal up in their game this afternoon as they take on Harrogate Town. Morecambe 1, Harrogate 0. Morecambe down. Their manager Derek Adams says the board and the owner don't have a plan for next season, which is a little bit of a worry. Charlton are in the playoffs in League One, but they are 1 down at home to Burton Albion. Mason Bennett has got the goal, the former Derby striker. Charlton, who up until last week had a chance of automatic. They were 14th in mid-December, won 18 of 26 since then to get into the playoffs. Burton's record even better. They were bottom, 11 points off safety, January the 4th. They had 14 points from 24 games, and they are now safe under Gary Bowyer, who came in mid-season to save them. The deputy chairman has said it's a miracle. And I tend to agree. The goals of Ruberel, actually, hasn't scored this one, but the goals of Ruberel have caused the difference. From January the 1st onwards, he scored 11 in 22. Elsewhere in Scotland, Kilmarnock won up at St Johnstone in the Scottish Premiership. Here at Huddersfield, Orient lead 1-0. As it stands, they're heading for the playoffs in League One.
Game day live on TalkSport with Sky Sports. Stream the Sky Sports big weekend with Premier League action and the WSL Manchester Derby available with no contract now. Search Now Sports 18 plus through your internet teams apply today.
got more and more streaming up from the centre. I need to make sure that I don't pull on my cable because it's ruining it. We've got more and more and more coming. Are you doing well?
It's all right, mate. Yeah, not bad. Having a good day.
Aye. Yorkshire. Pride of Yorkshire. Are you all right? Pop it up, don't want you going up, don't want you go, pop it up, don't want you going up, don't you go, pop it up, don't you go, pop it up, don't want you going up, don't you go, pop it up. supporter. Wander in there. They've been having fun! Greenery! When's your debut? Next week! Are you old enough to drink that? Yeah, right. You enjoy yourselves, guys? Yeah, you? Yeah, absolutely superb. End of round one. End of round one. And there's still more coming. Look at that one. There's still more coming. Under 65 watching, lads. Under 65. Oh, yeah. What on Instagram? Facebook? YouTube. YouTube. It's a good up, turn up. Come on! No.
Leeds are going up, going up. Leeds are going up. Love it. Love it, mate.
If you ain't my new shoes off, 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 if you ain't my new shoes off.
And everybody is smiling, absolutely everybody. I don't think there's any Man U fans in this crowd.
Stand up! If you ain't my new 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 stand up!
And Solomon is a legend. Will we get him? I don't know. I hope so. Tin cans are coming down. Boysing hates when it's a time of joy, because the reason for that is because it's all about competition and it's all about winning. and you have your rivals, and all different teams sing against different rivals. And in most cases it's just banter, but in certain cases it is, from some, outright hate, like with Manchester United, or Chelsea, or Millwall. Even the cans and the bottles are being thrown in joy, honest. I'm wondering where Newsday Yorkshire and Street Hawk are. They seem to have moved away from their pitch. It was around about here.
Champions again, ole ole! Champions again, ole ole! Champions again! Champions again! Champions again, ole ole! Solomon again, ole ole! Solomon again, ole ole! Solomon again! Solomon again! Solomon again, ole ole! Golly! Oh, exactly.
Do you want to be a part? No, I'm driving, mate. Thank you very much. No, thank you.
Where do we find you?
Monday Media, YouTube.
5 and Drive, you know it?
Huh?
5 and Drive.
5 and Drive.
It's only illegal if you get caught.
Champions again! Champions again! Futsack, I will be here for the parade on Monday. I will be live for the parade on Monday. It'll be even bigger now that we're champions rather than just promoted. And in a lot of ways, I'm quite hoping that some idiots will try and hijack it, like from the Palestine protest movement. And maybe they may get their comeuppance from Manor Solomon and his fans. Come on! I don't know if it was a bit close then. You might have only seen his tonsils. There is a police van just down the way. You can see its lights on. You can see its lights on, but there are none of them here. They know that this is a celebration. They know that there are no issues. Hello, ladies. Say hello to the world. YouTube. Only parts of Yorkshire are like Pakistan. Hannah. And if you didn't hear that, this part of Yorkshire is Leeds. It's Leeds. I'm live, yeah. YouTube. Champions League! the sun has come out. Lost it. Sandy, whenever have I been sexist? Huh. That's a slur if ever I heard one. if you haven't noticed, that lovely fluffy thing that's being thrown back and forth is no longer lovely and fluffy. It's absolutely drenched in beer and it's pretty heavy. And I think that's about it from the centre of Leeds for me. This party looks like it's going to go on all night. I don't want to leave, but unfortunately I'm going to have to. And I will be back on Monday, I think it's in the morning, 11 AM, I think is when the parade starts, throughout the Leeds City Centre. It will now be even better now that we're champions rather than just promoted. And there is going to be a bus parade through Leeds City Centre with all of the team, all the players and the management, and I will be back.
Chelsea. So, are you Leeds? I don't follow Leeds much, to be honest, but I'm from Leeds. I like to see them win. Ellen Road as well, you know. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Oh, you watched the live? Right, yeah. Yeah, so when you put it on live, it's about £2 Like 6
Hey,
I heard it was all happening there.
Need a UGC video for your business? Find me and many other skilled creators on Fiverr. Or you
It was down there.
Thank you.